Imagine this. You go to sleep, a millionaire, and wake up with nothing. Billions gone overnight, companies erased, and the worst part? No one knew. Who would be next? In the year 2000, the dot-com bubble burst. The NASDAQ collapsed. 78%, over $5 trillion, wiped out. Startups that promised to dominate the world were disappearing overnight. Pets.com burned through 300 million and died. Webvan raised 800 million and collapsed. Boo.com, 188 million, gone in 6 months. It was a graveyard, and in the middle of all that chaos, while billions were evaporating, one guy saw something different. Philip J. Kaplan. He was in the middle of it all, building internet projects, making around $50,000 a year, just like everyone else chasing the dream. Watching companies raise millions, while people like him stayed on the sidelines, and when the cracks started to show, he didn't try to build the next big thing. He made fun of the entire industry, a parody, inspired by the polished optimism of business media, but with a much darker tone. In September 2000, from his small apartment in Manhattan, he built a website, simple, cheap, almost a joke, a list of companies that were about to die. But here's the twist. This wasn't expert analysis. It was better. Employees were sending anonymous tips, mass layoffs, cash running out, executives panicking, raw information in real time, and then it got weird. The site had a meter. Yes, an actual meter, called the fuckometer, from 0 to 100%, measuring how screwed a company was, based on rumors, public data, and pure chaos. And then something unexpected happened. The site exploded. Silicon Valley executives checked it daily. Wall Street investors, too. Even giants like AOL Time Warner were obsessed. At its peak, 1.2 million visits per day, 70% from Silicon Valley. As Kaplan later said, it was like watching a car crash in slow motion. The homepage had a blinking skull, quotes like, "Another one bites the dust," and a domain, impossible to ignore. Fuckedcompany.com. Brutal, perfect. And here's where it gets even crazier. While companies were collapsing, he was making money from it, running everything alone on a cheap server. Kaplan started selling ads, and guess who was buying them? The survivors, companies like Google and Yahoo, advertising on a site about failure. While others were burning millions, he was making up to $100,000 per month. Alone from his apartment, over time, he made millions. And the most impressive part? The site was right, a lot. Nearly 90% of the companies it listed actually failed. Companies feared being listed. Investors rushed to exit because showing up there was almost a death sentence. At one point, he was offered $1 million for the site. He said no, because he understood something before almost anyone else. When everything is collapsing, information is more valuable than money. Now imagine if that site existed today, which company would you put on that list? Comment below. And if you want more real stories like this, follow the channel, because while everyone watches who's going up, sometimes the real money is in spotting who's about to fall.